we good? Let's check that out first.
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to speak on a couple of things. Okay. I've been seeing like a whole lot of confusion. Okay, that's been going on just out and about, just out there, mainly with guys. Okay, and this confusion comes from dudes not knowing what they can do to up their aura, or to put it like a little bit more in layman's terms, what they can do to appear more manly. Okay, so yeah, we on like video two with this whole thing, and I'm getting into all of that. But yo, this is gonna be some actual, you know what I mean? Boom. So I'm just gonna fire off the hip, okay? Because that's how you know it's gonna be like natural, just coming straight off the dome, hot off the dome. I don't got no hair in my head, so when it's coming straight off the dome, there's no distractions, there's no hindrances, there's no layers, and nothing. It's just so. One of the things that you can do to up your aura or to come off as more manly, peeing out in nature. Okay, that's a huge one. Yeah, peeing out in nature is kind of big though, because like, and I'll get like I'll go off on a little tangent in a second, because there's a point that I also want to like point to real quick. But peeing out in nature, I'm talking, just let me paint a scene for you. Okay, it was a stormy night the evening before. Dudes, pay attention. It was a stormy night evening before, raining and thundering all night for like 4 hours straight, maybe five. And the next morning it's quiet, the sun's about to come out, you're on a little jog through a forest, a dense forest. Some of the water drops are still dripping from the leaves. The sun kind of got a little sheen in the water droplets and everything, sun peeking through the leaves and everything. And like in the expanse, you can kind of see on over on the other side, it's like rolling mountains. And now you gotta go. You've been running, you've been drinking water, you're a fair distance away from home. Maybe repeating that whole process, running, water, running, water. Now you gotta go. Now you gotta go. In your head, picture that moment where you just release. And you're not hiding behind no tree. Nah, you kind of just doing it over a view. You know what I mean? You tinkling over a view right there. You got a little breeze, a little breeze hitting your cheeks. Ooh, ooh, that right there. That'll put some hair on your chest. That's for damn sure, right? And like this the little tangent I wanted to get off into, right? I've been seeing bits and pieces of like psyops that they trying to hit us with, right? I saw not even really an article. That's kind of overselling it, but it was just a post, I guess, a video, someone explaining why it's optimal to pee while sitting down as a dude. You know what I mean? And their main argument, right, was that when you pee standing up, you're increasing the splash damage, right? Like your whole stream goes from being a single target weapon to being an AoE weapon. You're doing a lot of area of effect damage. And a lot of people was agreeing with that, right? And I'm just like, y'all don't understand the laws of inertia. Firstly, I mean, this night if we're in the toilet, some real basic stuff. You're peeing in the toilet like some civilized man. Y'all gotta understand the laws of inertia. You gotta know like the right angles. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be peeing in the toilet standing up, right? I've mastered this, right? A lot of people, I've seen like the grid system, right? I've seen the grid system, and people usually pee D6. I think that's the one, right? Like dudes usually pee D6 if you're like on a covert special ops mission. You don't want to draw any attention. You don't want to make any noise. D6. That's the block that you aim for. I got a new one for you. I'm saying you gotta go A, pretty much just anywhere in like field A. First one, right on the edge, right? Because you gotta hit the toilet like right. You see, if a toilet doing all of this, right, you gotta hit that joint like right here, right here. Zero splash damage, right? Laws of inertia, look it up. You're welcome, right? The other thing that you can do to get your man points up as a guy. Y'all, if you drop a 5 rand coin, don't chase that, right? That's kind of like a little bonus one that just came up out of nowhere. Okay, you drop a 5 rand coin, it's gone. That coin belongs to the world now. You cannot be caught doing that. The optics, insane for you, right? Every step that you take minus 1,000 aura points. Okay, um, that was a little sidebar. Another thing though, to increase your man points, and this one's pretty big, right? If you're in the basement, specifically this, right? You got to be in the basement of a collapsing skyscraper, okay? And you got to be stood there, kind of like Tom Holland's Spider-Man 1 when he was holding up that like that rubble to like not get crushed by it. Like you got to be doing that, saving like a litter of kittens or puppies, okay? The puppies got to survive though. Puppies have to survive. The kittens, they got to survive. You got to die though. All right, you gotta die. You gotta do that and die after that. They gotta talk about but the hero didn't survive. You know what I mean? Because like if you make it out of that, like man, if people just gonna be look at you like, look at this sack, bro. Man, I don't. They gonna look at you like, man, look at this asshole. Can't even commit. This dude can't even commit. You know what I'm saying? Saved a bunch of kittens, survived. Lame as hell. Lame as hell. Like that's kind of like one of them ones where if you change one variable, you either like gain plus 10,000 aura or you lose 10,000 aura just by switching the dial on the one variable. You gotta die. That's you just get up out of there, get crushed under the rubble like a real man. And your arms gotta stick out. Like your arms gotta be how they find you. You know what I'm saying? And you probably gotta be like, like this with your arm. Your arms gotta be found like this. You know what I mean? I think the person that probably did it the best, that got like insane aura points that he's kind of riding to this day, is Kakashi during the pain arc. We all saw how that guy died. Bro died like sitting up looking at the sky. Oh my days. Right? The only like death scenario that can go band to like band for band with like dying under the rubble, saving like a litter of kittens or puppies is like dying in the snow, bleeding out in the snow. I done seen that. Kind of like what's that movie? Blade Runner, the Ryan Gosling one, the newer one, right? You know that scene when he realized everything that he realized, and he's like on the steps, like lying down in the, but like that's another one that could go band for band. That'll increase your aura points. That might be a little sidebar, a little one that's for free too. See, what's another one? You can't be in the rain with an umbrella. Cut that out, bruh. Cut that out. Just like take the raindrops like a real man. I got a little story for y'all. Okay? So I was on my way to one of my dog's wedding. Shout out him, man. I'm happy for that guy. I was on my way to his wedding, okay? All the way out of town, like an hour out. And my car's temperature something the thing in the hood that controls the like the little pulley thing, it's like a cylinder thing, right? Burst, okay? And that's kind of like what controls the power steering of the car, is what controls the power being sent to the battery of the car. So I'm just driving, doing my own thing on the road. Fortunately, it happened on the straight road, because once that thing burst, like my steering wheel locked. I could have been in a curve. Steering wheel locks in the middle of the curve. You know what I mean? I'm doing a curve at like 100 allegedly. All right, I'm allegedly, right? And the steering wheel locks, and I can't curve no more. And I'm just driving straight off the motherfucking thing like I'm in Fast and Furious 5. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Fortunately, that didn't happen, right? So steering wheel locks and everything, bada bing, bada boom. Gotta call up the insurance. Insurance comes through. Insurance brings the tow truck guy. Tow truck guy, I gotta make the drive back with him. He's got my car towed up on the thing. I'm with him in the tow truck. We're driving back to the city, right? Missed the wedding, by the way. That's the worst part. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing happened, right? And that's how you know that's really my dog for real. Cause that happened, and first thing I was like, nah, the wedding. I was like, oh no, the wedding. You know what I mean? I was like, oh no, my car. I knew my car was gonna be good. My car is the car that it is. So I knew it was gonna be good at the end of the day. So boom, on the way back, this dude's telling me his life story. Yo, real life superhero, this guy. All right, real life superhero, this guy. I'll tell you that for free, right? And now after all of the stories that he had told me, like I'll drop a video like later on about his story. Now, in the context of everything that he's told me, right, it's starting to rain when we get to where we got to get to my mechanics to overload the car, right? It's pouring just up out of nowhere, right? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh man, I gotta like, get in some shelter or something, we'll sort this whole thing. He's like, bro, we do this thing right now. He didn't even like process the raindrops in his head. I was like, oh yeah, oh he's that guy. He's him. You know what I'm saying? So no umbrella, cut that out. You know what I'm saying? Stand in the rain. You know what he said? He's like, guess I don't got to shower now. I was like, golly, what a man. Oh, what a guy. So that joint was hard as hell, man. That was hard as hell. So stop walking around in the rain with an umbrella. What are you doing? Just be like Gojo. Gojo. You got the infinite. Just get you some of them eyes. That kind of just gets you like with the passive force field around you, where raindrops don't even hit you. Going to funerals with no umbrella. Woo-wee. Like I'm telling you, man, you good after that. You's good after that. I got like a couple more that I can think of, but I don't. I might just another time. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. But we just be chatting. You know how that goes.